Hi, I'm Jim Taylor with Bonebrothers Outdoors. We're here with Realistic Taxidermy in Lowell, Indiana. We're going to show you how to score some deers. We're going to score this one right here. He should be somewhere in the range of 180 to 200 inches. This guy here we already did. He's 163, and this one here is 160. We're going to show you some of the tools you need, how to score them, and just the basics of it. We can't get all the way into the whole process because scoring a deer this size is going to be about an hour and a half. We got to cut it down to about a minute to 2 minutes here. But we'll show you how to basically do it, and you can do it yourself at home. Alright, these are some of the tools you need. You need a basic tape measure, pencil, score sheet, or you can use a regular piece of paper. A very thin, this is a Boone and Crockett tape measure. You need a thin tape measure to do mass measurements. And then also you need a cable. You can use masking tape if you also need to hold the cable if you're doing it by yourself. I'm going to have help, so I don't need the masking tape. Alright, the first measurement you need is the main beam. So you get your cable. You want to find the lowest part of the burr or the crown of the antler. That would be the lowest. You hook it, and you want to follow the center of your beam now up and around. This is where your masking tape would come into handy if you don't have another person to hold it. So you bring it around. Once you get it to the tip, you need a clip because you want to find out exactly where the tip of your main beam is. So we would tape it all in place. You get it up here, that would be your tip. Now you take your measurement, mark it down for left side, right side. That's your main beam measurement. Now, you still need your cable. When you go to measure your G2s and G3s, you need to find where the bottom of the point is. So you take your cable, loop it around, and you pull it across as low as you can get it. I'm going to do this one-handed, like so. Now you need a pencil. You don't want to use a pen. A pencil can erase right off the antlers. On this one, it should be right there. So now later I'll show you, we have to mark all of these. When we measure down, we know this is the lowest point. And I'll show you some more in a minute. Okay, we've gone through and marked all the tines. Now you need your cable. We'll use this tine for example. Hook the top edge of your cable, it has a little hook on it, to the very top edge. Keep it down the center of your beam. You can use tape it into place. I'm just holding this one. Then take your clip and line it up with that line that you drew across. And you can remove it, go measure it. This one happens to be 7 5/8. You always take it to the 1/8. Once you do that, you mark all your tines down. You take your skinny tape measure, and you want to get your mass measurements. You get 4 mass measurements. So you get one in between the burr and the brow, and then again between the brow and the G2. This side, it's got a bunch of non-typical points, so you'll go again on the opposite side of the G2, right here. We'll do this one. This one will be 5 3/8. So you'll write that measurement down. Now this one, it's real simple. It's going to be in between the next point. But on this side over here, since it's an 8-point frame, we'll have to get the center of this point on that side. Here, I'll take it down and I'll show you real fast. We'll remark this side, get our line across. So you'll measure down, draw a line this time all the way straight down. You measure from the tip here over until you can figure out exactly where your center is, because you don't have another point to go in between here. I was telling you earlier, you always need the smallest measurement. So like here, that's 5, and then this is just over 5. So you can see this, the 5 is going to be your smallest measurement. So here, you got no point to get your smallest measurement. You need to know where dead center is. So you measure down, take that measurement out, break it in half, find your middle, take your tape measure, and you don't get to move that one, and you'll get exactly whatever that one is. Okay, now we need to get his inside spread. With a tape measure like this, trying to get his inside spread, you're just kind of guessing at exactly where it is. So I'm just going to use the cable. You want the widest point of the inside measurement, but you can't angle it as far as tip to tip and stuff. So you go on the inside. For right now, I'm going to mark it with my nail. Right there. I can mark it with my clip. And now I can measure this. And this one is 18 3/8 inside spread. So now you take all your numbers, crunch them down, left side, right side. On a deer like this, you got non-typical points. So this one will be a non-typical point because it doesn't match the other side. This one, this back one because we use this one as the G1. And on this side, this one, and this one. So now you mark those on the side in your non-typical area, and you re-add those all up, and I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, so we've added up all of his points. Gross score on this deer here is 195 5/8. Now that's his gross. That's non-typical points, everything. He had 36 inches of non-typical points. So for your typical score, you would deduct that. Your side-to-side differences, he had 5 inches of difference. That would bring it down to 154. Obviously, you would never put that deer in the record book at 154. You're going to put him in as the non-typical. The non-typical, after deductions, he ends up scoring 190 5/8. Heck of a deer.